So that one, if you look at that one there, and we sort of just took away the sand, you're kind of playing a full shot to me. Yeah? The ball position's kind of just left to centre.
Yeah.
Your feet are all squared up. Now, what you did initially, said you played about was aiming your feet over here. The problem is then the ball gets miles back in your stance.
Yeah.
So just be careful. If you want to open the face and then open the feet, you've got to do it in such a way it kills your energy going towards target. Problem is, obviously, you're hitting it a lot harder. If you're someone who's a bit scared of thinning it, the thought of hitting the ball harder for you is not going to be something you're going to want to do at the moment. So we got to get ourselves set up there now. That looks to me like a bunker setup. Everything looks weight forward.
Yeah.
The feet are a lot more kind of just into the sand. You look lower, okay? You're a lot wider with your base. And now you're kind of pre-setting, okay, I'm going to hit the sand here and exit there.
Yeah.
Whereas this one, you go in the sand now, it's almost like I've got to try and lean back to try and hit it, okay? Hitting the sand back here, catching the ball on the way up, minimal sand, and the ball's coming out there just way too far, as you can see. And again, there's a very full swing kind of finish position. It looks like you're almost playing a fairway bunker shot, which for going forward, if you're on the first on the button, or the fourth on the button, you're in the fairway bunker, there's your technique. Just stand on top of the sand, full setup, and just try to hit the ball cleanly, If we're playing a splash shot, and the sand's got to be of this texture, if it's compact or hard, chip shots off the top, okay? The weight's got to be forward there, okay? Just one thing, be mindful, when you put the weight forward, don't have the handle too far forward. Where you are there is okay, but if you keep trying to put the handle, say, over here, you're obviously taking loft off, and you might get a little bit on the steeper side. But where you are there is good. Handle just a little bit forward there, okay? So now as we come in the golf ball, now we can enter the sand back here, as you can just see, just before the sand there, you're coming in towards that line there, and then splashing out. And even with that length of swing, that was quite a biggish follow through there, I would say. It didn't go out that far, I mean, because you've hit the sand and you see the...
I think it's because someone always told me you must follow through on a bunker shot.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is you want to keep the club going through and the body keep going through. The problem is if people are following through and they're hitting the ball first, it's a very scary prospect, isn't it? So what ends up happening is they sort of just go, follow through, no, and then try to, like, help it out. As you said, feather out of the terms you use. So 3 W's you always try and remember, okay? Wide, wiggle yourself in, weight forward. Now to get the weight forward, just open up that left foot, just gets you down more on this left side, and now it's going to help you sort of slide and glide that club through the sand using, again, a sand iron or the gap wedge open up a smidgen, get that banked. If you're sort of setting up on top of the sand, you're now sort of setting up to hit the ball cleanly. Great for fairway bunker shots. To hit the sand, then you'd have to then lean back, drop the shoulder, hitting the sand here, and then just you actually hitting the ball on the way up in some case. So you still thin it, even though you're trying to hit the sand early. So does that make sense now with the setup? To be fair, some decent shots there towards the end, so if you can get yourself... And I would just say,
well, now I know what I'm supposed to be doing. That's the first thing.
Well, exactly, and that's the thing. You got. For me, there are kind of like 4, 5, maybe 6 different categories of shots. You've got the setup you have for a driver, or 3 within your case. You know, very unique. Ball is forward, ball's teed up, spine back a bit more than normal. Okay, we're more to the right of the golf ball, and that's the swing with the driver. Okay. You then got your hybrid, your fairway wood, your longer irons. It's a little bit less, the ball's back at it. Then you've got your mid irons and your short irons, okay? That ball's crept back a smidge because the feet are a bit narrow. Then you've got your chipping where the ball's back in the stance a lot because the foot's even closer. Then you've got bunker shots. Then you've got putting. All these different setups we've got to adapt to, but people don't adapt very well. They just grab a club and go, that'll do. And then try to adjust mid-swing. Makes it very difficult, Okay.
That was very good.
Very good, no wonder, mate. Very good.